Hello all, welcome back to CyberCrete. Are you ready to drive it into the incredibly hyped world of decentralized applications and blockchain? Fantastic, because today in this video we will be discussing not so secret roadmap of becoming a successful Web3 developer. In this fastest growing industry, you are going to be having some great knowledge of all those different fields to become very successful, and that is what we will be discussing in this video. And also I will be putting the link into the description of some great resources where you can achieve this particular roadmap and grow your career in that. And before starting the complete roadmap, I will like you to know that this video is supposed to be for not so beginner friendly. It is supposed to be meant for someone who have bit of experience into this tech field, either working as a front-end developer, working as a back-end developer, or have just some basic knowledge of programming at the very least, and the computer applications like operating systems and networking, because in the world of blockchain these all things are required. So with that out of the way, let's start this video. So let's first talk about the basics, because who don't want to have a good foundations? And blockchain and the Web3, the buzzword are absolutely everywhere these days. So get ready to explore the Ethereum smart contract and decentralized applications, which we call as dApps, because you are going to be involving in this latest cutting edge technology very soon. And while you are at it, don't forget to check out the consensus algorithm, because those are the building block of any blockchain out there. And then there is also this decentralized storage and decentralized finance, as the people call it, DeFi. Because learning about this particular blockchain like Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Solana, Polkadot is just so thrilling, and there is lots and lots of exciting things that is coming up daily. So firstly, make sure to learn this very basics. So I will just repeat it once again. What are the basics? Make sure to understand the consensus algorithm that every blockchain use. Like there are 2 to 3 most important consensus algorithm, like the proof of work. Then there is which is basically being used by our favorite crypto, that is Bitcoin. And then there is this proof of stake, which is now going to be used by the second best crypto in which we basically code, that is Ethereum. And then there is also proof of history. So you should be clear with this 3 algorithms at the very least to get involved in this blockchain technologies. And also the next thing that are basically like what is decentralized finance, what are these dApps, how are these exchanges actually working, and how this blockchain actually works, and why it is so secure and why it is so hard to basically break into it. So these are some of the basics that you must learn. So it is not for just coding purposes, but if you are just going to be investing or just doing some basic knowledge about blockchain, this fundamental is very must. So with that cleared and you have understood those basics thing, now let's just move on to the most interesting part, that is coding. Next up is Solidity, the language that is used to create a smart contract on the Ethereum platform. But don't worry, there is always room for more developer into the crypto industries, right? Most of the developers which are currently working are using Ethereum virtual machine, which is basically running on the Ethereum blockchain, and people are using Ethereum smart contract. And also make sure to master some of the development tools. Like if you are doing some normal things, if you are front and back end developer, you may use Git, you may use VS Code, and there are different extensions. You may use Postman. So there are some development tools in the Web3 world too, and those are basically Red Hat. Not Red Hat, it is basically Hard Hat. I oftentimes get confused between those. So that is Hard Hat, the Remix IDE, and then there is this Truffle. So these 3 tools are must to be mastered before going any further. And remember, practice makes perfect. So keep honing these skills so that you can become a highly demandable Web3 developer. So once you master Solidity, writing the code, because writing code in Solidity is basically very similar to JavaScript. So if you have experience working with JavaScript, then learning Solidity is going to be pretty much very easy as compared to anything else. Then you have to master tools. So if you are here, like you have around 1 year of experience working with Postman or small tools like VS Code, Git, you won't be facing any problems, and learning these tools will be much faster for you as compared to someone who haven't used any tools like that. So make sure to learn these tools too. Now comes the most interesting part. Into the Web3 world, you need to learn the Web3 front-end development. So if you are someone who have actually already been a Web3 developer, then this is going to be very much easy for anyone who is a front-end developer. So you need to learn JavaScript and TypeScript, and of course you need some web development libraries like React or Angular, because well, everyone else is doing it. And also you can go with Vue because it is gaining a lot of popularity nowadays, and the support for Vue into the Web3 world is also getting increased day by day. So you will find some libraries that is going to help you build Web3 world with Vue too. Then you need to figure out to communicate with those mysterious smart contracts using Web3 libraries like Web3.js. Then there is Ether.js. And hey, why not make your dApp interactive and look sleek and user friendly with this decentralized storage solutions like IPFS or Filecoin. So if you know any of these terms like IPFS or Filecoin, you are in the right track of learning the blockchain and Web3 world. So if you haven't learned, you can just Google it out. They are basically the way to store your files into the decentralized form, so that like if some country want to censor your content, to stop it from showing or to just delete it, they can't do it because your file is not under your control, even it is just distributed across the network. So these are the things. This decentralization power is what is going to make this Web3 more powerful, and more developers are going to get into this field, and making it more profitable to earn money too. Then there are some very common terminologies that are basically DeFi and tokenomics that you need to master in order to understand the blockchain world in more depth. So these DeFi and the tokenomics are the financial revolution that have taken the world by storm. So get ready to immerse yourself into this exhilarating world of decentralized finance, lending platforms, stable coins, and decentralized exchanges. So you might have heard of some stable coins if you are into the field of blockchain or cryptocurrency like USDT, BUSD, and that there are much more. And then also the decentralized exchanges you may have heard of DYDX, which is decentralized exchanges where people can trade money and things like that. And oh, let's not just forget about the token economics standards that are ERC20 and ERC721, and even more popular initial coins offering that are basically ICOs, because they are very great way of making quick bucks. So before any coin basically launches, they are going to provide an ICO for you, and with the help of ICO, you are given the chance to hold the coin before it is even released. So after release, if you see the map of most of the coins after release from the ICO, the price just goes sky high and then they drop. So if you are into the ICO, you can just make very quick profit. But here we are not to discuss that, but this is the very benefit of this Web3 world, that you can also think of a quick way to make money out of it by learning these different technologies. And once you have mastered these these four steps, then there comes the most important part, that is basically the security and auditing. Because into the blockchain world, the security is the most crucial part, and that is something that can make or break your projects. So you have to learn about the smart contract security and common vulnerabilities, common exploits, and become an expert in this smart contract auditing. And then there is this separate job role for just auditing the smart contracts, because if something breaches in the smart contract, people are going to lose in millions of dollars. So if you have ever read of news of any crypto hack or exchange hack, that is basically the hack inside the smart contract, and then the people and or the hackers are basically able to extract fund out of it. So after all, you don't need, or you might not be thinking of building an application that is so vulnerable to the user, that any user comes and then breach your security and then takes all of your funds. So make sure to focus on this step very very much, because this is the most crucial part of becoming a Web3 developer. Every code that you are going to write is going to have some financial impact, like most of the time, like 90% of the time it can have the financial impact, and some people who have invested the money can lose it completely. So with that out of the way, now let's move on to the next point, which is basically networking. You might be thinking of networking like computer networks or things like that, but no, it is not that networking. So here I am talking about the networking like building connections with the fellow members. So you can do this by going to the different developer platforms, which is like GitHub. Then there is Stack Overflows, and most popular thing of this Web3 developers are Discord. If there is any project out there, there is going to be a Discord channel for those same. They create Discord channel. Using the Discord channel, sometimes they do free giveaways, they provide free tokens, they do ICOs on there. So lots of things are going to be done. And again, you have to attend Web3 blockchain conferences. Then there are some seminars, webinars, and there is also this hackathons. So once you have mastered all the web skills, you have to attend the hackathons, because while going to hackathons, mostly try to go to the physical hackathons if possible. If not, you can go with the online, and then there you go, you can see what are different ideas people are coming with, how are they basically thinking, and you can build connections with them. And in the Web3 world, the connection is the most important part. So you need to make sure to make connections with the different people. And of course, you have to stay ahead of the game by just following the industry news, blogs, podcasts, and different news articles. Because remember, the Web3 world is currently sitting very very below. It is just growing rapidly. So each and every day there are going to be having multiple and different several changes that are occurring day by day. So make sure to keep a track for those things too. Now, once you have all of this, you have attended hackathons, you understand the basics of the blockchain, you know how to write your smart contract using Solidity, and also you know how to use the tools like Red Hat, Truffle, sorry, not Red Hat, Hard Hat, Truffle, and the Remix ID. Now, this is the perfect time to build up a portfolio. So, you can build up your portfolio by creating your own dApps, or contribute to open source projects, or build an immersive portfolio that will help everyone else envy you. After all, what's the point of learning if you are not going to show off? So it is all about showing off. And of course, while you are trying to do show off, it is going to give you hands-on experience. And if someone basically saw your portfolio and caught your interest, they may just directly offer you a job. So that is also one of the possibility. And make sure to keep on posting things about your success or about the projects that you are building onto the LinkedIn as well as the Twitter. Twitter is the most important part out here, because most of the Web3 startups, Web3 developers, Web3 projects are actively looking on the Twitter rather than on any other platforms. And plus, making this hands-on project is going to give you immersive experience, which can help you land a better job, because you have built something that is visible to everyone, and that is basically functional. It have the front end, it have the back end, and that is the only reason you have to learn the front end, so that you can showcase your project to the entire world in more visual way. Because in this world, people like what they see. There are very few people who actually praises the back end, but most people are praising the front end part, which is just visible to our eyes. So make sure to make something that is highly appealing to the eyes and have great back end functionality too. And then after you have learned all of these things, you have to start learning about the Ethereum alternatives. There are many different blockchains out there, like the Binance Smart Chain. Then there is this Solana, and this Solana have recently gained a highly boost into the developer community, as people are more inclined to this Solana, because it is much faster as compared to Ethereum, and it is also much cheaper as compared to Ethereum. So this is the another step to enlarge your scope. And if you are going to be learning different blockchains, you are also going to have the better scope of finding the jobs, because let's suppose 60% of the companies are hiring for Ethereum Web3 developer, but then there are 40% of the company that are looking for like Binance Smart Chain developer or Solana developer. So if you have those unique skills that is not present in those most of the people that are learning, then you have the better chance of getting the job there. That is your specialization, but make sure to learn Ethereum first, because those knowledge is basically transferable into the blockchain world. The knowledge is basically transferable across all the from all the different blockchains. And also make sure to discover those cross-chain platforms like Chainlink and the Polkadot that connects different blockchain, because why limit just to a one ecosystem? So broaden in this Web3 horizon and become a versatile Web3 developer who can navigate into this ever-growing Web3 field. So last but not least, immerse yourself into this fantastic world of non-fungible tokens and Metaverse. Discover how to create, manage and trade NFTs using smart contract platforms like OpenSea. And there is also this new platform named Super Rare. So go to those platforms, see how the NFTs are. You can also buy some NFT, you can also sell some NFT if you have. And some of this NFT are very, very costly, like $4 million to $5 million or even higher. And also don't forget to explore the Metaverse, because if you don't know about Metaverse, you might be living under the rock, because the Facebook company have changed their name to Meta because they are going into this direction of the Metaverse. So in short, a Metaverse is basically a digital universe which is filled with the virtual world, decentralized gaming and virtual reality experience, which actually Microsoft Teams is trying to make. Because let's face it, the future is now and the Metaverse is here to stay. So you have to make sure to have at least the knowledge about this Metaverse and NFT things. And mostly 30 to 40% of the time you might be working in either of this field, like you may be working in to the Metaverse, or you can be building the next big NFT out there. And the best part is you can create your own NFT. You don't need a job in the field of the Web3 developer. You can create your own project, you can create your own DeFi platform and earn money from it. And there you have it, folks, the not so secret roadmap of becoming a Web3 developer. And I will be linking some of the articles, resources, courses down in the description below. Just make sure to check them. They are not just very necessary, you can just skip it too, but if you have some money, you can buy those courses. Of course there is no affiliated link that I will be providing, but if you want to learn into the symmetrical manner, you can just go through those articles. If you like, you can buy it. If it is free, you can get it from anywhere, because you know the knowledge is free and you can get it from anywhere. So this was it for this video, and I hope that you got some knowledge out of it. And if you did, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel, because why not? You are going to be a Web3 developer. Let's start by subscribing to this channel so that you can get more educational content like this. And see you in the next video. Bye bye.